another video. Today's video is very exciting because it is that time of the month. It is that time of the semester for all teaching students. It is teaching practical season, baby, and we will be doing a series of teaching practicals and getting everything sorted, getting everything ready for the teaching practicals that are to come. So before we get started, I do apologize for the noise in the background. There's a construction taking place in the opposite street, and I do apologize for the noise that you guys will be hearing in the background. I'm sorry, I do not yet have a microphone. It's still on my to buy things list, whatever. So just please bear with me for the duration of the time that I do not have a microphone. So without wasting any time, let's get right into this video. Before you complete your teaching practicals at an institution of your choice, as a student teacher, you need a police clearance, and that is what I am here to talk to you about. So today's video will be talking about everything police clearance. So what is a police clearance? For those of you that don't know what a police clearance is, a police clearance is an official document issued by the criminal record and the crime scene management, stating whether or not you have any criminal convictions that have been recorded. A police clearance usually takes about 6 weeks before you receive it. The moment that you apply for it, you will not the same day, rather like the following week, once they've received your application form, you will receive a notification from the SAPS saying that your application has been received and that your police clearance certificate is in process, and that you will have to wait for another SMS to notify you that it is done and ready for collection at the place where you chose to collect it from. The documents that are needed for your police clearance are your ID, your proof of residence. So if you are a foreigner and you want to apply for a South African police clearance certificate, then you will need your ID or your passport, and you will also need documents that show where you are living. So with those documents, once you get to the station, the officer in command or the officer in charge at the moment will give you 2 application documents that you will have to fill out, that will be requiring a lot more information about you, your date of birth, the date of which you are applying, the reason why you are applying for a police clearance, if you have any criminal records, any injuries that may have taken place, are you disabled or not, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Then the other document will need your fingerprints, which the officer in charge will do with you. And then once your fingerprints have been taken and you have submitted all the documents that are needed, once you have provided your ID copy, your proof of residence copy, and those 2 documents issued out by the station, then you will head out to pay your police clearance, which is 160 rands currently. I did mine a couple of weeks ago. So please, whenever you do go to the station to do your police clearance, make sure that you have enough money with you. You do not want to go there only to find out that the prices have increased, because last year when I went to do my police clearance, the price was 140 something, and then this year it went up to 160. So the prices each and every single year, they do increase. So please do make sure that you have enough cash on you when you do apply for your police clearance certificate. A police clearance certificate is only valid for 6 months. I know that there are some people that say that it is valid for a year. That is a lie. Trust me, that is a lie. It is not true. A police clearance is only valid for 6 months. After 6 months, it expires, and you might need to do another one if you are going to an interview, or maybe if you are applying for something that may need your police clearance certificate. Police clearance are typically used for when you apply for a job, and also when you are doing your teaching practicals as a student teacher. The school needs record to show that you as a student completing your teaching practicals, you do not have any criminal convictions, or maybe you do have a criminal conviction, and what that criminal conviction is. If it is a light criminal conviction, then they might take you for your teaching practicals. But if it is a heavy criminal conviction, then some institutions might not take you at all to complete your teaching practicals in their institution, because they feel as though the learners might not be safe in your care. Another reason why a police clearance are used, or what they are used for, is that in some job applications, when you do go for an interview whatsoever, they need your police clearance. They need proof that you do not have any criminal convictions. And even if you do have criminal convictions, they want to know what it is and the depth of your criminal convictions before they can hire you, so that they can know more information about you before they can consider you as before they can consider you for an interview. So a police clearance is used for teaching practicals, interviews, for job applications, nationally and also internationally. So a police clearance really takes a long time before you receive it. As I said, it takes 6 weeks from the time that it is received. It takes 6 weeks for the whole process to be completed before you as an applicant can receive it. And the reason for that is because there are a lot of people that are applying for police clearance, especially people who are applying for jobs, and also for students that are doing their teaching practicals, because depending on the institution in which you are in, some teaching practicals start off from February or early May, and some start in the middle of May, some start in April. So whatever the choice is for your institution, we don't all start our teaching practicals at the same time. It all depends on the institutions that we as students are in, because you may find that some teaching practicals for other institutions, they start early off, and others just start as the year progresses. And so because of that, there are so many applications for the police clearance certificate, and therefore it takes a very long time to get it, because there are so many applications that are taking place. Because once you go to the station and you fill out your application form, they will put your application in a pile of other applications as well that need to be taken out by the end of the week. So each week there's always a pile of applications that are being sent out to where the police clearance is being processed. And then once your application has been received, you will receive a notification to inform you that your application has been received and that it is in process. So please wait for further communication of when it is done. Lastly, to do your police clearance, you need to go to your local police station in an area near you, or you can do it online. However, I'm not really sure how the process of online works. You can also get it within a day. I'm not really sure where exactly you go to get it within a day, but please let me know in the comment section if you want me to do a video on that, and then I will gladly do so. Before I forget, when you are going for your teaching practicals and it happens that you apply for your police clearance a little bit later on, and you realize that by the time you go for your teaching practicals, you won't have your police clearance with you on hand, make sure that you take either the receipt of your police clearance as evidence that you applied for it, or you can do an affidavit to state that you did apply for a police clearance on this particular day for this particular institution that you are studying in, and due to the application process you will only receive it later on, and by the time you receive it your teaching practicals for that season will be over. For me, I applied for my teaching practicals, I applied for my police clearance a little bit later on than normal. So when I went in to apply for my police clearance certificate, I was informed that I would get it after 6 weeks. And then when I looked at my timetable, when I looked at the calendar, I realized that by the time I get my police clearance, my teaching practicals for this semester, for the first part, will be finished, will be completed already. So then I went ahead and I completed an affidavit which states in detail that by the time I complete my teaching practicals, my police clearance will be in process and I won't get it after my teaching practicals. So the affidavit will stand in the place of a police clearance certificate for the duration that I will be completing my teaching practicals. So some schools may reject you if you do not have proof or you do not have some form of criminal background done on you. They will reject you because they do want to know if you are eligible to actually complete your teaching practicals in their institutions. Some schools will understand, be like, no, you know, it's fine, we don't need proof, it's okay, as long as you apply for it and it's in process, it's fine, we don't have to fuss about it. However, some schools are very, very strict. So if you do not complete an affidavit, or if you do not have your police clearance in place when you do complete your teaching practicals, you can always opt for the option of completing your free switch. You can either do it online or do it physical. I'm just not sure where exactly it is done. However, in our institution this year, they decided for the people that work at free switch to come to our institution, and for that whole day for students to bring their documents as well as money, which is 250 if I am not mistaken, and then they can get it within minutes. Within that same day, they just pay and then they get their free switch, which will give them access to completing their teaching practicals at the institution of their choice. So if you do not have your police clearance certificate done and you do not have your affidavit done, you can always opt for the option of completing your affidavit, and yeah, then enjoy your teaching practicals. We have reached the end of our video. Please let me know in the comment section what you thought about this video. What other questions regarding the police clearance certificate did I not answer, and what questions regarding the police clearance certificate do you guys have? Let me know in the comment section. And please, if you do know where you can get your police clearance within a day, please leave a comment for others that do not know where you can get it within a day. With that said, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. See you guys in another video. Cheers.